Thank you. Hey everyone. So I'm Adam, founder at Review to Revenue, and today I'm going to show you how you can build and launch a digital product with AI, with automations in just 1 month. You don't need any developer's background, you don't need any employees, and you don't even need a big budget to do that. But since it's early in the morning, let's do some morning exercise. So hands up in the air if you ever had an idea of building a digital product. Hands up in the air. Something as simple as a website, mobile application, web application. Keep your hands up in the air. It's morning exercise. All right. Keep your hands up in the air if you ever tried to build it. So you had an idea and you tried to build it. Okay, I think we lost like 30% of the initial hands, but it's good. Keep your hands up in the air if you managed to make it work. So you tried to build it and it was actually working. Okay, we are losing more and more hands, but really good. Okay, keep your hands up in the air, and I'm gonna be real quick. If you built a business on this digital solution. Okay, and still keep your hands up in the air. This is the last question. If this business was successful, it doesn't matter how you define success, if it was successful. Okay, I see like 5, 4 hands still in the air. Thank you very much. Thank you. So usually I see that a good idea is not necessarily a successful business. And the gap is sometimes the technical knowledge, mostly because we lost most of the hands between having an idea and actually building a product that works. And we lost the second part of the hands when we were talking about a successful business. So sometimes we lack the knowledge to build a business, even if we have the technical capabilities to do that. So today I'm gonna tackle these 2 challenges. We're gonna use a vibe coding structure, how to build a product. Everyone can do that. Everyone here is capable of doing that because I also did it and I don't have any technical background. And I'm gonna give you an idea. You get a lot yesterday here, how you can scale this business. So a little bit about me, just to prove I don't have any technical background. So I'm a psychologist. I think I have nothing to do with tech. I was in sales in 10 years. It was in the renewable energy industry, but we can still agree it's not really tech-related. And lately, I was an AI startup co-founder and CEO, but I was working on the business side, marketing, sales, customer success. But that was the time when I had to dive deep into AI prompting and actually how to get the most out of different AI solutions, but I still haven't written a single line of code. So what I built is Review to Revenue, and how you build a product is usually 4 steps. You identify a problem. Most of you had an idea. So you already identified the problem. The problem I identified that anytime I travel, I pick my restaurant, cafe, barbershop if I need it, gym, based on Google reviews. And some businesses, they really care about it, they really nurture, but the majority of the businesses, they don't know how to do it, they don't have a system for that, and also they feel it's awkward. For years, I didn't have an idea and I didn't have a solution for that. Lately, I was talking with my friend around March this year, who was building a solution, an idea, using gamification, psychology, incentives. I was like, okay, it's really something that I can relate with. So he was talking about building this solution with a developer team for like 6 months, and honestly, my feeling about the product was it's super basic. So that was the time when I was already playing around with different kind of vibe coding tools. I hope it rings a bell for some of you. So that was the time when I was playing around with these tools. So I was like, what if I can try to build this product where others needed a developer team and it was still basic? And in 2 months, in April and May this year, I built a product that actually generates a QR code. You can put this QR code next to the cashier like you see all these kind of QR codes, please give us a review. But actually, no one really cares about this because There is no incentive, you don't get anything in return, and it's just the next hustle to do. So actually, this system generates a QR code, but behind this QR code, there is a wheel of fortune. So you can say, hey, you stand a chance to win a dinner for two. Would you like to give us a review? I think most of you would say, hell yeah. But of course, this is a whole system, so this QR code can also generate recurring customers, because if they are not winning the highlighted price, they can come back and visit the shop again to redeem their 20% off or 10% off or whatever incentive do you use. So it's a whole system that's automated to generate recurring revenue, to generate Google reviews, and also to build an email list for the businesses. But how I turned it into a business. So it's a monthly subscription-based SaaS platform. You pay a monthly fee to use my product, and I create recurring revenue. That's it. I use a partnership system. I will introduce this partnership system a little bit later, but this is the business. This is how you build a business. Here you will see a few snapshots about my product. I don't want to spend too much time here because I don't want to talk about my product. I want to talk about how you can build it. It's just some ideas. You can create a dashboard. You can create a system that generates the QR code in like 5 to 10 minutes, including setup. You can create a beautifully designed wheel of fortune. I'm not a designer, obviously. And this is a few snapshots about a vibe coding platform and how the whole structure looks like when you are building this product. But you don't have to be worried. I don't understand the code either, but it's working. And the AI can understand, so that's the point here. All right, so when we are talking about building a product, we need, oh, it looks a little bit strange, but I will explain over it. So when you are building a product, you need 3 pillars. And don't trust anyone who tells you you can build a fully functioning product in 15 minutes. This is a complete lie. You cannot do it. Trust me, you cannot even implement a new feature in 15 minutes. So first of all, you need a vibe coding platform. Then you need an LLM, aka AI. Then you need a coding copilot. This is the system I use. I'm not saying this is the only one. I'm not saying this is the best one. And I will send this presentation to you after when it looks a little bit better, no worries. But actually, this is the system that you will be able to copy and build your own product, and I'm 100% sure it will work for you. Let's dive a little bit deeper into each one of the steps. So first of all, vibe coding platform. Who knows what is a vibe coding platform? Okay, I need to explain it. So a vibe coding platform is a platform trained to write codes and build digital products. It's an AI-powered platform, and this platform are trained to build your product. Super cool. It can build the skeleton of the product super, super quickly. Like 3 to 5 minutes, you have kind of a functioning environment and kind of a functioning product, but it's super far being something that you want to really show to someone. It comes with a lot of integrations, like you need a database after a certain point. You want to store the data that you collect from your customers, so you need a database after a certain point. It comes with integrations, database. You want to collect payments, so these platforms come with payment integrations. You can use anything like Lovable, Replit, or my personal favorite is Bold.new. Bold.new, for example, comes with Stripe integrations. You can collect your payments immediately from Stripe. You don't have to know how to connect different kind of AI or API connections here. So vibe coding platform is super cool. It comes with a dev environment. Dev environment, for those who are not super familiar building a digital product, it's a safe space where you can test your product, test a new feature. It can be something as simple as changing your landing page, the design, the colors, anything like that. But you don't want to push it to the live production when actually people are using it. You want to first test it. So these platforms provide this testing development environment. This is super crucial, and this is why I use it mostly right now. After that, you will face a lot of bottlenecks with this kind of vibe coding platforms. So you need a CTO, an AI we're going to use, because we don't have money like $10,000 a month to hire a CTO full-time. So we want to use AI to act as a CTO for $20 a month. I think everyone here can afford $20 a month. So we're going to use AI. You can use Claude, you can use Gemini, you can use ChatGPT. It doesn't matter. I personally use ChatGPT, but just because I'm super loyal and I started to use it like 3 years ago, and I stick with it. You will use the AI to brainstorm any ideas, because in the vibe coding platform, you will see that it starts executing immediately. You cannot really brainstorm, you cannot really figure out how to implement new solutions, how to do it actually, because maybe you don't have any idea how to implement these solutions. You just have a wide theory that I need this kind of feature. And the vibe coding platform will start implementing immediately and executing. You don't want that. It can't build a proper architecture. You need a proper architecture for your product, just like a building. You are not starting to build without a plan. You need a plan. But you are not a developer. I'm not a developer, so you need an AI to create this plan with you. You will get all the prompts. You will get all the templates I use to build these products. At the end of this presentation, I created a website just for this summit, so you can use and steal everything I did so far, and it will make your life so easy. And I think it's barely visible, but here is something super important that you will hate when you are building this product: debugging. Eventually, you will run into bugs. It happens all the time, even with me. Sometimes I'm trying to implement a super simple feature, or at least it's super simple in theory, but when I try to implement it, it takes me like 2 to 3 hours. And the next day, I try to implement something super simple, and it takes me 5 minutes. So it's crazy, but debugging and LLM is your go-to place, because this is what will help you the most. Vibe coding platforms, you will see it offers debugging, but it will just run in circle. You don't really know what's going on in the background, and you just burn crazy amount of credits. So once I burned like 1 month's worth of credits in 3 hours. So this is not something you want to do, but you have unlimited chat options with ChatGPT for $20. This is why we are doing the whole thing here. And this is already a really strong foundation if you are trying to build a digital product. If you are diving a little bit deeper, you will need a coding copilot. It can be something like GitHub, or it can be something like Cursor. This is something that will help you to execute precisely. You will see that the vibe coding platform works like a machine gun, shooting everywhere, doing a lot of stuff, looks very fancy, but when you want to do some small tweaks, it won't really do the work, and you just burn the credits. So you want a copilot which will help you to implement the new features, optimize your code, and also to precisely execute whatever you figure out with ChatGPT. The workflow is super simple. Strategize here, push it to Copilot to execute, go back to vibe coding platform to test. If it works, you push it to live production. If it fails here, and it will, you go back to ChatGPT to figure out what's going on, make the changes here, channeling back to the vibe coding platform. This is your workflow. This is how you build a digital product, only using AI solutions, only using no-code platforms, because I haven't written a single line of code, and in my product I have more than 50,000 lines of code. So this is how you can do it. This is the structure, super easy. Anyone can do it with a little bit of effort. But when we are moving into the business side, the last thing you want to do, and I'm going to move here to see this picture. So the last thing you want to do is to sit in your room and try to make it perfect, because it won't be perfect. I really love this picture, ugly action beats perfection. So you really want to build something which is not perfect, but you are brave and bold enough to stand in front of your target audience and show them, this is what I've built. Your product won't be better than 25% before you go to market and let real customers test it. So why spending 6, 12 or months or even 2 years building a product that no one wants? So maybe you will figure out no one is interested in your product, then you can burn it fast and you can pivot to something else. So this is my advice here. Get into the market quickly, let people roast your product, learn, and if you need pivot, make it better, come back. And trust me, this ladder is the best thing you will get before you go to the market. When I first went to my customers, I reached out to a couple of restaurant, cafe owners. I wanted to show them the product. I'm a sales guy, so I could pitch them quite quickly. Everyone was super excited. Let me try it. It failed big time, guys. So every possible step failed. I was so embarrassed, but this is how it works. You need to go there. You need to show them, because what works on your computer, what works on your mobile phone, it not necessarily works in real environment with real people, with their phone, with their computer. So you really need people to test it out. And my advice is to be 100% transparent. Hey guys, I'm building this product. This is how you can benefit. And this is super early stage, so you will face issues, but I'm here to help you fix it. This is how you build a product, in my opinion, nowadays, when you want to move fast, you want to execute fast, you want to learn and fail fast. Okay, so what if you don't have to do it alone? Because some of you will find this journey lonely, and it is. It's so lonely. Being alone, building a product, sitting in your room, testing. Once it's working, somehow reaching out to people who just gonna roast it. So it's so lonely. And what if you don't have to do it alone? We are moving into the business part of the presentation, and I want to introduce this guy. I hope he is familiar for most of you, or at least some of you. He's Vishen Lakhiani, founder of Mindvalley. It's an online education platform. I think they are generating more than $100 million a year right now. So this guy, if he says it works, I truly believe it works. So he said, you don't need to know how to make your company great. You just need to find the right people who will figure it out for you. So what you want to do to find those people, write your manifesto. Your manifesto has to be super divisive. You don't want everyone on board. You want 5% of the people on board, but they have to say, hell yes, I want this. Everyone else is out. We don't need them. We need those 5%. You have to talk about why you are building your company, why you are doing it. You don't have to talk about what you are building. No one cares about what you are building. They care about your values, your goals, and your beliefs. Just to give you an idea how a manifesto can look like, I'm going to move here so you can see everything. So this is my manifesto I wrote based on Vishen Lakhiani's advice. You don't have to have the same amount of steps. Of course, it's way more detailed on my website, but in the materials that I'm going to provide after this presentation, you will get everything. So you will also get my detailed manifesto. You will also get a prompt to create it with AI, so you don't have to start from scratch. Just a few ideas. I'm not going to read out everything loud. So we play big. I'm not aiming to get 100 customers. I want to get 1,000 customers by the end of the first year, and I still have like 6 months, so I'm still good. I want to have 10,000 customers by the end of the 3 year. I take this company as an experiment, how far I can get without hiring anyone, without a single employee, only using AI, only using automation. So I don't hire anyone. Top tech, lean organization. This is what I do. High risk, high reward. I want people who are hungry. I don't need anyone who wants a fixed salary. This is not my game. I don't care about it. I worked in sales for 10 years, made more than most of the guys in my country, only on commission-based without a single base salary. I believe in high risk, high reward. And I think what is super important for me also, freedom. All of my partners work totally in their own hours. I don't care, I don't micromanage them, because I believe if you find the right hungry people, they will do even more than you expect from them. And bootstrap. So I believe some of you here for investments. I truly believe that bootstrap is the future, especially with these AI solutions when you can build products super quickly and you can scale them with AI. So I would highly recommend to keep your company bootstrapped. Don't be kicked by VCs, and don't sacrifice your customers for 2% more profit just to satisfy your VCs. So but Vishen was talking about employees, and I said we are not hiring employees, right? So we need to use another idea from this crazy guy, Greg Eisenberg. If you are not following him, I highly recommend, because he's kind of big in tech and AI and startup space. And he had a LinkedIn post. It was like 25 items. To be honest, I don't remember most of them. Only one thing stick with me. This post was about what you want to do as a startup founder in SaaS before you reach 1 million ARR, annual recurring revenue. So what you want to do, and this is the only thing that stick with me, give away 50% every deal before 1 million ARR. You might think I'm crazy, and I get this. But when you are building a SaaS product and it's a lean product, you are not stacking up crazy tech, adding more and more features. You are really focused to build it and keep it lean. Your profit margin will be 90-95%. My biggest cost is Stripe with 3% commission after every payment. This is the biggest cost. My profit margin on each customer is 92%. So I'm super happy to give 50% to anyone who is joining me on this journey at the very beginning. And you will see that these people with this strong incentive, they will be kind of your employees, so they will do even more than you expect from them without any heavy cost on a monthly basis, because you only pay them if they generate revenue. So I have a partner in Hungary. This is the country where I'm from, so if you're wondering where this crazy accent is coming from, Hungary, yes. So I have a partner in Hungary. She created all the branding materials, she created all the social media posts, she created all the copywriting on the landing page, and I only pay them if we get customers from Hungary. I have a partner in Singapore. She created my pitch deck. This is what I still use when I go to customers, when I show it to resellers or potential partners. And yeah, I wanted to show you how you find these people. I think it's super, super important to have a strategy to find these people, because you might say, this is super good at them, but how I'm gonna find the people, the right people for me? And what you want to do, first, of course, use your personal network. You will find some people who you already know, who are aligned, who want to build something big, something that aligns with your manifesto. But yeah, this personal network will dry out pretty soon. I only found 2 partners, to be honest, and I need more. So you can do social media posts. I truly believe in LinkedIn. I don't like it, to be honest. It's like the Instagram of the business space, because everyone is super successful based on their profile. But in reality, it's kind of not there. So anyway, you want to do social media posts, so you have a better reach among your audience and among people who you already know, or maybe outside of your network, but still close. And the ultimate strategy I just tested recently, and it works big time, is a LinkedIn post. And you don't need a big budget. I only spent $55. I wrote my manifesto with AI, the job description using my manifesto, the 50% incentive, and an AI prompt. You will get this prompt. I spent $55 US. I had 75 applicants in 1 week. This was the minimum spend. So I really went for $7 US a day, and I got 10 new partners. I was advertising for Malaysia, but I onboarded guys from the US, from South Africa, and also from Singapore. I was like, how did you even find it? So this is my team right now, and this is not the full team, but as you can see with this strategy, you find a lot of people with different backgrounds, with different skill sets to help you facilitate your growth. Because honestly, I'm a sales guy. I'm super cool at closing 5, 10, 20K deals, but I'm running a monthly subscription-based platform for $29.99 a month, and I never had to do customer retention. So I need people who knows how to do it. And everyone here has a special knowledge in their own field, They know their country. Greg knows South Africa, for example. Alice knows the US. She worked for Yelp for 7 years, so she is a super useful part of the team. Silly knows Singapore, and a lot of people here knows Malaysia, for example. So this is how you can build a team without a single monthly cost or paying a single dollar to them. And I think it's super cool cash flow-wise when you are a small tech startup and you are just trying out. At the end of this presentation, I want to talk a little bit about automation. I think there are way more knowledgeable guys than me on automation here in this summit, maybe among you also in the audience. So what I want to emphasize on, you don't want to automate everything, because this is crazy right now. I want automation, I want AI. For what? They don't know. They just want it because it's fancy right now. You don't want that. You want to focus on validated processes, actually something that works manually. If it's not working manually, it doesn't make sense to automate it, right? And you want to focus on two main perspectives and two main phases. You want to focus on customer acquisition. When you are early stage startup, you don't care about anything else, just customer acquisition. When you have customers, you want to automate things that will help you with customer retention. That's the two things that you will automate at the very beginning, only if it works manually. You can use a lot of platforms here, so I just added a couple of logos. You have some ideas. Make, N8N, Clay, SmartLead, Zapier, whatever you want to do. Clay is super cool when it comes to outreach strategies. SmartLead also, but Clay is super complex as well. If you want to build some basic automations, you can use N8N. And actually, this is the end of my presentation, so only one question left. Do you have $200 and 1 month to build a digital product and potentially change your life? Here is the breakdown. You can make a photo, and I'm going to step out of the picture so you can scan the QR code. It will lead to my personal website. You will get all the prompts, template, workflows, everything you need to build these digital products in 1 or 2 months. And I will update this website eventually, so don't forget about it, please. That was me. Thank you very much. Wow, so many people here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adam, for the insightful presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.